Okay, let's just see what they think. Fuck it. You'll be okay, you'll be okay. Fuck it. Hey Clark, how you doing?
I'm doing alright, how about you?
I'm okay. I wanted to ask you something.
Yeah, shoot.
Are you down to make a podcast together?
A podcast?
Yeah.
Well, what would it be about?
So I have this idea. Hear me out.
First collective history written by Filipinos, by a Filipino, published in the United States. So if you haven't read this already, it's time. Okay? America's in the heart. Look, I just want to let you know, like, that this is about our people. And he's like, no, you are Filipino. You need to learn about Filipinos. I said, okay.
Like nowadays, people are so passionate about politics, but the perspective of the people who are actually doing the work aren't being brought up. And too many perspectives of Black, Indigenous people of color aren't brought up to the forefront either. Now, you and I aren't the perfect model for brown perspectives, but if no one's going to talk about us, then who would? So we should do it. So what do you think?
I think this is a great idea. I'm all for it. So, what do we call this?
And then when I read it, I realized that there was this history of our people struggling in the fields, this history of generations of people that I had no idea about.
My thought process for this whole podcast is to connect the voices and work of Black, Indigenous people of color to a larger audience. So I'm thinking, why not Brown Connection?
I like that. But I have an idea. Why don't we spell connection phonetically, like in Tagalog? Kanekesyon.
Yo, that's dope. Yeah. Brown Connection.
What about brown conversation?
Conversation.
Well, because change on any level starts with a conversation. Conversation with power, your friends, your family, and more importantly, a conversation with yourself.
Shout out Rocky G.
This is a story all about how a couple $1,000 got flipped upside down, located in the middle of the water. I hope to show that land to my daughter. You see, you know it's for our culinary skills and tropical resorts where you can dive. But still, we need time to be healed. Cause do you know how many of us died? Look, tribal mentality with indigenous families. We were talking to the matriarchs about our own vanity. We looked into these women called the bye-bye lawn. Before we even knew about Babylon, it was tribe against tribe, it was life against life. We perfected agriculture for the terrace with rice. But little did we know that